Assalamu alaikum students. This is your EVS teacher. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and safe at your homes. Okay children, in last class we completed some topics. Now today we are going to start another topic, that is similarities between plants and animals and also differences between them. And we are also going to know about what are non-living things and how many types of non-living things are there, like that, and how plants and animals are interdependent, like that I will see next topics. Now in this session let's continue our discussion. Now here children, you are seeing pictures of some plants, human beings, birds, insects. So now you should remember that all these birds, insects, animals, and our human beings all are included under animals only. That is, we human beings is also called as animal. Our human beings are also called as animals. That you should keep it in mind. Now let us continue our similarities between plants and animals. Now here you are seeing the pictures of some plants and animals. In last session, we learned that all plants and animals are living things. Although these plants and animals are living things, they are different from one another in some aspects. Before that, you have already remembered human beings also come under animals only. Now, let us see what are the similarities between these plants and animals. Do you know children, both of them grow bigger and both of them need air to breathe and both of them respond to their surroundings, and both these plants and animals reproduce. That means they produce to their babies or young ones, maybe by laying eggs or maybe by directly giving to their young ones. Next, both of them need food to eat and both of them need also water to drink. Both of them, after a span of life, they will die. So, we are having similarities such as in their growth, breathe, respond, in reproduction, taking food, water, and air, and also after some days they die. These are the similarities between plants and animals. Now let us see what are the differences between plants and animals. Generally, plants are green in color. If you see animals, they are of different colors. Plants make their own food. They don't depend on others for their food. But whereas animals, they depend on plants and also some other animals for their food. Plants cannot move from one place to another place. They are immovable. Whereas animals, they can move from one place to another place. If you see, and growth, plants grow throughout their life up to they die. Whereas animals, they grow only for a certain period. After that, their growth will be stopped. These are the differences between plants and animals. Now let us go and learn about what are non-living things and what are the types of non-living things. Now you are seeing here picture of tables. The things which do not need food to eat, water to drink, air to breathe, and which do not grow, which do not have death, these are called as non-living things. If we see now, these you have already learned in session 1. Now, in session 2, you are going to know in detail about these non-living things. And now, you are seeing here children, picture of tables. Children, do this table need food to eat? No, it doesn't want food. Do these tables need water to drink? Again, no. How long will the smaller table take to grow bigger? Is it this small table grows? No, it is not possible for non-living things to grow. How many baby tables can they reproduce? Does this table give birth to their young ones? Does it produce babies, children? No, not at all. So now we confirmed that because it doesn't need food, air and water, it doesn't grow, it doesn't produce babies. Now we can say that these tables are non-living things. Now let us see these non-living things are classified into two types. They are, one is natural non-living things and another one is man-made non-living things. Now you're seeing here natural non-living things like moon, stars, clouds, sun, water, soil, pebbles, like that. How can we say that these are natural non-living things? If you know, children, moon, sun, clouds, sky, stars, pebbles, soil, they don't need food to eat, water to drink, air to breathe. They don't grow, they don't reproduce. So, because of these characters, we can say that they are non-living things. But how can we say that these are natural non-living things? What do you mean by natural means? Because they are already created by the creator God. That means Allah already created this sun, moon, cloud, soil, pebbles. So that's why, because they are already existing in our nature, we can say that these things are natural, non-living things. Now we go for man-made non-living things. How can we say that these are man-made non-living things? Example, here you have given chapati and kite. Not only this, other examples you can tell many examples like bus, camera, computer, book, house, part, tables, chairs, walls, house, fan, board, books, many other things we can say. How we can say that these are man-made non-living things means all these things are made by as human beings by man. Because man made these things, we call it as man-made non-living things. Now let us see how living and non-living things are interdependent. We are saying that plants are depending on animals and animals are depending on plants. So because they are depending on each other, we can say that they are interdependent. Animals are depending on plants in some aspects, like they take shelter from plants and trees, and they eat some plants, and they also take fresh air of trees and plants. In some aspects they are also depending on animals. So that's why we can say that both plants and animals are interdependent.